Guess what? We're back to What Up Doe Radio Season 5 premiere. It's been a long time since I sat in this corner, but I'm happy to be here. Back with the original Fantastic Four in the joint. Fats, DT, and Love, and myself.
Yes.
Ready to start love over this year, man. It's a lot of negative shit in this town. We're going to try to maneuver around that and start talking about what we can do right around this month, or at least identify everything that's going right. There's some good shit going on in this town. What y'all been up to since we left?
Oh, work.
Just work.
Yeah. Adult shit. Adult.
Adult team.
Adult team.
Yeah.
What the mean? Oh, adult treat.
Really?
What the mean?
Doing grown-up shit. Working, living.
I think have I been doing it? What is it again? Working, doing what?
Paying bills, kicking it. There's a whole lot of shit.
I guess I've been doing what she's been doing.
I think that's unanimous.
Yeah.
Right.
She speaks for everybody.
What about you, Love?
Oh man, you know, just
Be
trying
Love.
to
Okay.
one day at a time. Running 2 restaurants.
I think I took a break saying I was going to get some more money. I think I got $500 less than I did when I started. Goddamn.
I think that stopped on.
What did it stop on? What's wrong?
I don't know. All right, I'm good now.
Okay, so all right. So man, tonight's topic to kick off this first episode of What Up Doe Radio this season, we're gonna talk about what's right in St. Louis. Like, we also have a new segment called the Mount Rushmore, where we discuss different things and what's like the top 4. Could be the best wrestler, top 4 wrestlers, top 4 unsigned artists, top 4 bars in St. Louis, or blah blah blah. You guys get the point.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight is going to be the top places to go on a first date. But, Fat, when you think about what's good about this town, because I know you love St. Louis, what do you think?
I would say it's a lot of black entrepreneurs. Like, that's a real good thing. For us to be so little, you know what I'm saying, so small. There's really a lot of black people like really doing their thing. So I think that's one good thing about St. Louis.
What about you, Love?
I don't even know.
But I still understand.
That really wasn't
It's funny.
It's the same season. It's season 4. It's your repeat.
It's funny that because I asked my partner Tank, he's like, "There's a lot of these out here making money. There's a lot of women, black entrepreneurs. Like, that's not a myth when they said that in the Post special or some more article that I read that said St. Louis was the top city in the nation as far as black women entrepreneurs. Yeah, these women they getting money out here right now.
Yeah, they are. They don't have no fur. They just going. Like,
You know what else? We can become a real good sports town too, though. We starting to get known even more for sports.
getting on again,
Yeah.
because we were the number one sports city for a little while.
What you mean by it? I'm talking about like for us people getting up out of here.
Oh yeah, we are starting to produce a lot of
Yeah.
a lot more athletes.
Oh,
What do you think that? How do you think that goes? Like some cities just start getting juiced like that. Like all of a sudden, St. Louis just start getting a record ball.
I think social media.
Yeah, social media.
You think so?
I think it made us catch up. It didn't really help. It just made us catch up to where
What makes the world see those cities that aren't so noticeable?
you can promote yourself now.
Yeah.
So you got to think about it. If we was all big coaches like in Alabama, why we coming to St. Louis? Like we going to Chicago, LA. We going to the big cities. But now you can see these kids and like, man, you go to East St. Louis, man, you looking pretty good at football. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of things changing. I mean, I think it's getting better for high school kids because you got a lot of people that's going to college now.
Yeah.
So a lot of things, I mean, it's turning around. So.
What about you, DT?
It is.
They got good podcast.
They got a podcast. I don't know. I think I'm like love it, but I do like the camaraderie when we have it at that moment. Like St. Louis has a tendency, like even if we go somewhere, like out of town somewhere, like seems like the only time we really stick together. Like can't nobody fuck with us but us. We ain't gonna let somebody else come through. We're not doing none of that shit. But other than that, it's like it's been such a downward spiral since we were younger that it's hard to even,
That's funny, because like I said, I want to talk about some good stuff. And I hope we don't run into no brick wall trying to find out what's right in this city.
You're supposed to write 4 things down.
I think the nature of the city, it builds you to be able to go survive in other places. A lot of people who leave St. Louis actually go make better of themselves, not because they ran away from here, but just because it's the competitive nature that we have here. It make you be able to go to another city where they might accept you a lot easier, and you're a little bit more aggressive. Just because from where you came from, you got to be a little more standoutish. Passive aggressive doesn't work in St. Louis.
No.
Unless you just get money and people leave you alone. But even then, eventually, then somebody try to get up on you and try to snake you some other kind of way.
Let's say what's good.
I know. So it builds you. It builds you into a monster. I don't want to say a monster, but a different breed of animal. Make you more gorilla. It make you gorilla hustle whenever you leave. You got a gorilla hustle here. You know what I'm saying? Like everything here is like
you got the opportunity to do whatever you want. It's just if you want to go that way, you can go that way. You want to go that way, you can go that way. So you can't never say you from St. Louis you have no opportunity to do nothing. Because I would say anything that's going on in the world, somebody from St. Louis doing. Like whether it's singing, acting, producing shows, somebody from St. Louis doing it.
That's true.
So it's like, what's your excuse?
So we got.
I know. I want to say Sonny producing the Real Housewives of
Huntsville.
The Love and Marriage Huntsville, Alabama.
Yeah. So you got, like I say,
Mo put her on. Mo from St. Louis. He lives in Atlanta now.
Yeah. Mo Spoon.
Nah.
You don't hear that a lot. Mo put them on. So
I was gonna say Mo Spoon too. I didn't think about it when you said living in Atlanta.
He's actually a producer
that's dope.
on Atlanta Housewives.
Do you think we ever come together? Like, let's say last week during the flood. Did you see any connectivity?
I think so.
Yeah, I did too.
We still talking about what's good?
Yeah.
Y'all seen some?
I seen some too.
I mean, I've seen people even speaking on social media how the neighbors came together. Even a couple people got rescued by strangers.
They really had people out there with boats and shit.
Yeah, that was
When
wild.
I seen a man with a boat on his truck, I was like, damn.
This shit real.
Yeah.
The water ain't no joke.
So what we got? Entrepreneurs.
Camaraderie.
Yeah, right. But
No, I think we do got the camaraderie. I just think it's more vibe.
Do you think we should
I think
open
more
up our
vibe.
camaraderie a little bit more? Like, you think some people looks like it's closed doors? Like, why is that these things that we're talking about, how can they trickle down to some of the things that aren't good? Like,
But we've had an opportunity to be around each other, and like the younger people don't have like places to go and things like that. So we were able to learn how to be in a camaraderie mode of everybody being together, everybody socially, without any Instagram. Or we just were able to talk to each other, and figure it out. They don't. The minute they go somewhere, something happens, so they disbanded, and there's no way for them to learn socially how to connect and be together.
Yeah, that is true. Nobody's going to high school from kindergarten to high school anymore. They get moved around from set to set, from hood to hood, and probably why they don't mind. They know your business. They know how to find you when shit go wrong. But we're talking about what's good.
I got a question. Can we still see comments and stuff?
Yeah, I just ain't pulled it up there yet. We're going back so slow. But okay, so we got.
Yeah, DC, that was a great one. I ain't never even looked at that.
Okay, so that.
I think you do that.
Nah, I'm just trying to think
We
about.
said we need one more.
I think let's get one more.
It's a good place.
The water's good.
Right, we got good water. We definitely got good water.
We got good water. It's a good one. If you piggyback off the best,
I don't know because I ain't drinking out the faucet no more.
Chinese.
I mean, I ain't drinking out the water hose no more. I would like 10 years ago. I ain't going to that
for
water.
people to call in though.
We got good food.
We got
though,
good
man.
food.
We actually got great food.
We got great food.
We got great food.
The hill, man, that's a good district just to eat.
We got to think about
And we
this.
got great hairdressers and barbers. Like everybody.
You know what?
can do
Think
it.
back over there. I actually just met. I just met this girl. She was going to work for Universal Studios. Like she was from straight doing hair and makeup for them. I said, man, that's cold. And I was like, how did you even get this? Like, I just applied for it. I showed them my work. They put me out there. Boom. She was working for Universal, like doing hair. I'm like, that's some dope ass shit.
Yeah.
That's some dope. I wouldn't even thought of cutting her, trying to work for Tyler Perry Studio. I wouldn't even thought about nothing like that. But that's
We
kind
really
of
do.
that's dope.
It's a lot of people from St. Louis that are nationwide,
That's what I'm
especially in
saying.
California. Like you got Anthony Kingar, you got Marie, all these people are really established. We just don't know because y'all just don't know because it's not your world.
Right.
So, but they do big things, and fashion, like Fashion Week. Marie that owns She's Salon. Every year, Fashion Week, they call her back. Like not just the Rudy Poo, like major. Tiffany J. Like, all these
Not the
people-
Rudy Poo? I ain't heard that in a long time.
No, it's crazy because it's major, and we don't acknowledge those that are great.
I think we have a genuine. We really are. You can tell. You can meet somebody out of town and know they from St. Louis.
Right.
Like we're very different.
We are.
We country, but we not country for real. You know what I'm saying?
Don't be till you say "der" and "her," and that's when they pick it up.
It's like we got a lot of style about ourselves as far as fashion. We don't be late to stuff like that. Now we might follow the game after we do it, but
Somebody got to follow somebody's shit.
you know what I'm saying? Somebody got to do it. You're right.
And I think
Somebody
St.
gotta
Louis has
follow
beautiful
somebody.
black women.
Oh,
I think
most
they have some beautiful women.
Give it up for the black women.
Yeah, most
Like
definitely.
really, like natural women.
I don't care if you're not natural. If
agree.
you look good, you look good. You ain't got to be natural, women. I don't care about you being natural. If you look good, you look good.
Yeah, if you got it done right, then it's done right.
You're right. It's right.
No matter, you know.
Everybody ain't blessed like somebody can take.
You know what?
Okay. I think the opportunities there are great. I don't think you got to leave here to be great. There's plenty of
I wouldn't go that far.
man. Look at yourself. Look at you ain't had to go
But-
nowhere to do nothing.
Well, we still good. I mean, it's a reason why people leave to go do other things. Because it could just be that it's more opportunity because it's just more people
But I
and
mean,
more space. I'm just gonna say that. That's why it's probably because it's more area, more space, and more people. So if I wanted to leave to go to Houston to do heat and cool, I said, look, man, my base here is probably 10,000. I can go reach my people like 80,000
Right.
because it's 10 times the people somewhere else.
see, I think that
So-
gives us a stereotype too. Like when motherfuckers be like, "Oh, ain't nothing there." Niggas that live with their gal or some stupid shit like that. Like that happens a lot, but it happens in other cities. But when there's 10 million people in that motherfucker, you're gonna see more successful or more black men doing better things just because it's more people.
Man,
Just
if
a
you
lot of
look-
numbers.
You know, I just live in New York. If you watch the news, it be the same shit that's happening here. It just be this, but the difference is that I notice is that it's so much other things that they got going on. So like, let's say you watch the news for 10 minutes, you might hear about a festival here, somebody over here, somebody over there. Then you're gonna hear that news report for like 30 seconds. Like, damn, they broke in 5 cars and killed 3 people. But it's gonna be so quick. Now we back to we got Good Morning America doing this. We got this doing this doing this. So it's the same thing.
So large.
Yeah.
There's so much to do. I mean, shit, a barrel is big. One barrel bigger than St. Louis.
So and then we know everybody here.
Yeah.
That's
So
the difference too.
It's a major difference.
Yeah, I was
in that.
having a conversation with
That
a friend
should
of
be a
mine in
good thing.
Chicago, and that's what we were saying. You know, wasn't going back and forth to crime, got more crime and whatever. But what I was just to the point I was making to him is it's been 9 times out of 10 if I ride past a crime scene, by the time I make it home, somebody calling me saying,
So and so.
I knew that person that I rode by. And I said that doesn't happen in a lot of places. So that's why it's, different here.
Definitely.
Is that good? I think that backfires.
That ain't good.
That's
I
why
mean,
I'm
it ain't
saying it's
good.
probably easier to leave and go somewhere else and be more. Well, I'm not encouraging anybody to leave, but shit, that's all on you. I don't give a fuck. But I mean, it's just the opportunity will be more because there's more things to do out there, and it's bigger. So I mean, you can go somewhere around black people and have to worry about they know me and I did this or my people did this or they used to know you. No, it's just
Well, one thing about being bigger, I mean, bigger is relates to stuff hitting close to home. That's the only thing I look at when I think about being bigger. Because 9 times out of 10, if you it's been too many times that somebody I know in another city run into somebody I know from the city.
right.
Because no matter we live and moved up, you gonna get with that.
Correct. Yes.
That group. And that, you move wherever, you're going to get with that group. But that group goes to a lot of times from city to city. And next thing you know, And that's how it
You could be
works.
the same person you are there, you are here.
I'm telling you, I know who was worried now the first person I used to get asked about. You from St. Louis? You know DT?
I was only exposed early.
It went from Tina Turner to DT.
Exactly.
Are you stupid?
So as we talking, I noticed that this is something like people should have these discussions more often because you probably could find some gems here if you realize. And it's kind of the negativity comes every day, but if you can just like, damn, you can do this. You can do that. It ain't that small. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's only small because you're only dealing with the same people that you deal with all the time. Like I hear people say the dating pool sucks or whatever, or ain't shit to do. Like, stop going to the same places. There's some black people in Kirkwood and Western Groves. It's people who like-minded individuals all over the city. So we can wrap that up. We probably jump back into it. We was gonna have Buddy Love, but he had a misfortune, accident or something, so his knee swelled up. He said he hate that he couldn't get here this evening, but he was happy.
You should tell Buddy to call in.
Remember ASAP. One thing, I want to tell you about Dax on the Bridge. They sponsored our food for this evening, salmon bites. They are no longer on the menu, but
that's what they was talking about the other time we was there.
Right.
Snake salmon. That's it. What that was.
Yeah. Good.
yeah, them motherfuckers.
Y'all ain't ate none.
Why they take them off the menu?
Because we got Ryan from Shell City. He's cooking up there.
Oh, younger black cook.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So me and him, we be kicking the bubble up there. So good things going, man. That's what I did while I was gone. I became a bartender while I was gone.
What's your boy? You got a bartender tonight?
30.
30.
Sometimes. Depends how big. I'm sure. No, it depends. It just depends what the crowd is like.
You got a signature drink yet? The dirt?
Yeah. The
What
dirt.
is it?
It's strawberry sun breeze. Yeah, that's it.
What's that?
Something that I be just putting together with strawberry, cognac, and a little mix. But I can do it with tequila too.
So it's called a dirty.
Yeah.
I'm coming to ask for a dirty.
Yeah, get one of them.
My man. To the dirties.
Good dirty.
So that's our guest tonight is salmon bites. Which are delicious. Thank you.
They're definitely delicious.
From Maryland, wherever you want to be. For your
Vet, Maryland. We just keep reinventing ourselves.
right. Not gonna go on a commercial break and nothing, but
Nice.
our second topic of the evening is At what cost? This is on the heels.
It's like,
This is on the heels of the Deshaun Watson case. Of course, he was allegedly, he had 24 civil suits. Nothing criminal was ever brought up, and it was as I heard the results. This is the first time I've seen ESPN like have a little everybody not on the same page type of feeling about it. Some people were like, we're not protecting women, and of course it turned into a men versus women issue.
that's some bullshit.
I would like to know the contrition.
These women agreed to this, though, right?
They agreed to what?
We don't even know what happens to you.
I mean, from what they say, he's getting massages. The ending and happy ending.
So he was getting happy endings.
Wait, are them factual or you just guessing? Right?
I mean, that's what you know what they putting out there.
See, I missed it.
They're not directly saying it, but
That's what I'm still. I don't know what the hell he did.
So is he like, oh no, you ain't one of them? My bad.
basically, there you go.
But I
You sure I
So
can't?
he never. So did they actually?
Some did, and some were offended.
and I don't want to
I'm
sound.
just saying.
I don't want to sound like.
But what it is, it goes back to what they tried to get Russell Simmons on. They're trying to say his influence because of his celebrity and his popularity.
Uh-huh.
When he does this, it makes women feel like they gotta do it.
I mean, I know when they say you want to massage so and so, I know they're saying he's wham wham wham. You know what I'm saying? I know they're just not sending them in their blind side. So are you going in there to massage him and think you're going to change his mind on what he's going to do? Because I'm almost sure he does it all the time.
This is what I'm saying, and this is what I was kind of getting to. Like, how does this happen 24 times? 24 different women?
Oh, he does it every time.
At some point, you have to know why you're going to see the Deshaun Watson.
That's what I did.
That's what she said.
Yeah, like you have to know this.
Nobody's going to send you in their blind side. If they do, they fucked up.
And then not 24 times.
Yeah, and they probably get some money off.
24 different times. I kind of asked Zodi, I'm like, I wonder how many of them was actually even licensed massage people. Like who was
Oh
a
my
masseuse?
God, I could have did that.
Who was a masseuse? Like who was really a masseuse? And it really kind of made me want to go back to like, why didn't he get indicted? This don't sound like the whole case to indict him. If I said you sexually assaulted me and you did something to me, why are you not getting indicted? I mean,
it's hard. I think they're trying to prove it from a point of influence. Like, I did it because it was Deshaun Watson. I did it because I thought.
So how's it sexual
I
assault?
thought I was gonna lose my job. I did it because I thought he would badmouth me, or I could never work again. You know, like in the industry.
Or do you think it was? And you know, I don't care. You just get mad at me.
That's a lot of that.
But do you think it was
a lot of that happens.
because DT jumped on, so I'm gonna jump on, and girl, you know you must jump on too. Like jump on. Now it's 24 of us because y'all all accepted money.
Well, it's 24 of them. I mean,
23 of them already got paid.
you know, we finesses, so it's probably 23 or 24 of them that's still waiting on him to call, and he never called. I am called.
That's just 24, so we can't even imagine what the number really is.
But I'm still just lost because I don't know what the hell he did. Like they not saying what actually happened.
I
Was
mean,
he
but
born in our?
if you're saying it's the influence, then it doesn't matter. It has nothing to do
But,
with him. Then.
okay,
That's your
listen,
own personal
listen, that
thought
would-
process
But that
on how
would be rape.
or what you think
Yeah.
I should do. So you can't
Wouldn't
make him guilty.
Wouldn't that be rape? If I felt like I had to have sex with you, and they never said it was sex.
Yeah.
They never said it was
No,
sex.
It was happy ending.
It was happy, yeah,
It
happy
was
and
jack off.
yeah.
But hold on. I don't think I might be wrong, but you mean to tell me all y'all, let's say, jacked them off, and none of y'all wanted to do this? Like, how did y'all even get contacted back to even be on this same ticket? Like who came to y'all? I feel like he didn't pay somebody.
You already know
He
somebody.
was supposed to pay,
It was somebody.
and they got mad. I'm calling all my girls on you.
Yeah, it was probably somebody. Well, probably what it was. Somebody that's trying to find dirt.
But I'm gonna tell you what I thought was funny. because Robert Kraft came on there today, and he said Robert Kraft was like, "That's a damn shame. He only got 6 games." Like, motherfucker, you just did the same shit too. You just got caught for the same.
that?
Yes, he said it today.
Wow.
And you know, Robert Kraft, if you don't know, he got caught doing the same thing, which it was supposed to be consensual, getting a happy ending. It was like, what, less than a year ago. And I think when he got fined for that, that's all he gets. He got fined for.
Like, and I guess, like, look, this dude, not Roddy White, I'm sorry. What's the wide receiver that got 6 games for betting?
He got a year.
No, he got 6 games.
Did
he get a year?
He got a year.
So they was like, damn, like that's what you get for that, and this is what you get for that. Tom Brady got 6 games for deflating a football.
Okay.
The whole thing is, it's like, what did he do wrong? And that's what the person who levied the thing, like, what exactly did he do?
Let's say this. Tom Brady deflated the football. You actually helped change the outcome of the game. You should have got longer than that.
Yeah.
Like, if it would have been somebody else who did that shit, man, you never would have got banned. Like, man, you cheated. Like, you
cheated.
You deliberately cheated in the game to win. And you got 6 games, but you still got the championship. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still got that ring.
Yep, they still let you get it.
Do bet on. Everybody know you can. Pete Rose, come on, man. You cannot bet on the games, bro. Everybody know that.
Bet on the game.
But I don't understand if I get found not guilty or they didn't even prosecute me. Why am I still being punished by y'all? Because it's the integrity of the game. So that means if DT and Dirty come out and say, man, Fett was trying to rob me 2 days ago, and they keep blasting it, so what? I'm interfering with the game. No, y'all are.
I'm asking DT though.
I didn't do nothing.
What do you consider sexual assault without being raped or anything like that? What would you consider sexual assault? If you're on a date with somebody, where's your line at? Like, where you're assaulting?
Anything that starts to make me uncomfortable, period. But if I verbally say I'm uncomfortable and you still go, then that's when women start to put those thoughts in their head, like maybe he's gonna assault me, or we might add the 10. Well, I don't want to say the 10 or 2, but you know.
So if we out and I whip out the curb, would you consider that a sexual assault?
No. I'd consider it real perv. I'll probably.
That's sexual assault, though.
I mean, by whose standards? Because not mine.
Because
even the first.
Because how about this?
If you was a woman and you showed me your chest and I didn't really, I'm like, man, you assault. Like, I don't want to see that shit.
It doesn't make it an assault. Well, I guess, and again, what's the definition of what we claim the assault?
Sexual assault.
Because what if you pulled your thing out because you heard that I was like that? So what we at with that? How do we know those 24 women already didn't have their name and he just did what he did?
DT, that's just like saying that everybody smashed you on the first night. So I thought I was going to smash you on the first night, so I pretty much took it from you.
Basically.
But that's not right, though.
It ain't right.
But I'm saying, like,
it's not right.
But I'm saying, like, as a man, I'm going, well, I would think that you should know your boundaries.
Yeah.
So if I pull it out, I was led, like, you had to give me some type of.
So you saying you gotta be, you were led. I
feel like if you pull it out, you sexually assaulted her. Now.
How I know she ain't want me?
Now, but see, listen.
How I know she came out, her shirt down. Like, it's so, that line is so thin.
So listen.
That's so thin.
So listen.
Come on, we also got to take, women have to also take accountability.
But
I'm not saying.
To agree with you, I kind of feel like if we know T Love gets some kind of massage to where he ass naked, right? And we send him downstairs to get a massage, and we send you in there, like you were saying, you already know how this man is. So why you coming in here? What the fuck going on? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if that was the case, because he's still saying like he didn't do nothing wrong.
It's the term, like putting yourself in a compromising position. I tell somebody I'm not gonna come over your house because I know I'm gonna fuck you.
Exactly.
I'm gonna just stay over here.
Right.
You stay over there and we're gonna be good.
But if you come over,
why you not gonna come? Because I know I'm gonna fuck you. I don't want to fuck you right now. I don't want to go in this.
You talking like for real?
Yeah, we talking.
Like, You want another drink?
30,
Right.
Caroline.
Everybody got like.
Shit, you just fucked me out. You sexual assaulted me. I'm sexually assaulted.
I don't want Deshaun Watson to be like the topic is actually at what cost do we protect all women? Like,
That's not protecting women.
I'm saying, like, we have women like DT is like a little like, hey, now you said women need to be more accountable, because if you look down the lines, even through Sports Center, or if you look on TV or Facebook or social media, the line is like a men versus women thing. You know what I'm saying?
But that's because women made it like that.
Hold on, that ain't necessarily true. Because there's men who don't feel like that like there's people going off the numbers. So let's move Deshaun Watson out of it, and let's think about some of the women that are getting killed around here, like
That's
or
all the way.
just like this. For instance, let me take this: the young lady that was killed in a carjacking in Riverview out in Glasgow Village about 3 or 4 weeks ago. A lot of men that I knew just automatically assumed that she was into something, like it was something. But what it really was, she was protecting her car. She came out and shot first. But men just, she just did somebody wrong. You know what I'm saying? And nobody wanted to console the victim. Like, damn, man, it's a whole woman just got whacked over a car. Nobody even thought about no shit like. I mean, I won't say nobody.
Statistics, like
what's the
because most people don't get killed for nothing. Like.
St. Louis people get killed a lot more.
I'm just saying. Listen. If somebody normally get killed in broad daylight, I'm just saying. This is why they gonna ask the question, just because what you just said. Because we are immune to that. We are immune. If you get somebody come up to you and they clap you, man, you know what the fuck you did, or somebody know what you did. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying her case was like that, but that's the first thing you're gonna think. Like, oh man, she must have been in something. Somebody do some shit like that, because it normally don't happen unless she was already into something.
In St. Louis, we didn't have a lot of women but women and babies were off the limit. So
that's not true no more.
But what I'm saying is,
I'm gonna tell you too, like, what you're right. But protect when I think protect your woman, that's part of it. First of all, if you know you got some shit going on, don't put your woman in the boat.
Right. Like you not because anybody.
You know, like that to me, that's what I mean. Protect your woman, and probably people might not have spurred it then. It's just that men didn't put women in
they business. But you got women out here now
they reckless.
They on that but I don't want to deflect from it, because the protecting women thing, that's totally different. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen people that was on TV and they saying, well, the NFL don't want to protect the women. It's not an NFL problem. Like, what y'all want them to do?
Yeah. That's true.
Like, what they supposed to do? We gave you 6 games when some of us feel like you shouldn't have got none. What's the difference between 6 games in a whole year? You gonna feel better now? Is something gonna change?
You one of the games, you can still win.
You're one of the men that people are talking about. Like,
listen, that's just like somebody killing your son and saying you got life without or you got 30 years. What's the difference? Like, honestly, I'm not gonna feel anybody because you got 31 years instead of 32. But I don't think it's a man or woman thing. Like, if they kill a young lady, still somebody else did. Whether you're a man or a woman, you got carjacked and you got killed. A man, that's not they probably kill more men getting carjacked than they do women. It's the fact that why you out here carjacking.
Why are we so insincere about women though? Like,
I'm not insincere about it, but this is not one of them cases though.
When you talk like that, you immediately start deflecting to why men like.
That's because this ain't one of them cases. This one like this. This is what I'm saying. To me, this more about him being a black man and y'all, because when this happened with Big Ben and the lady said that she got raped, I didn't see anybody say give him 6 games or 10 games or 12 games. It was swept under the rug. This more or less of what the media gonna say, and then we're gonna react.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you this. I'm gonna ask everybody this. Do you think in 2022, I'm gonna use St. Louis, it's harder for a woman to to play a traditional role than she did 20 years ago?
What's a traditional role?
I'm just nurturing my guy and things of that nature, or nurturing for my child.
That's not a woman in St. Louis.
The world don't allow that.
Okay, we're just gonna stay local. So, like, why do you think that's changed? Why is it
Women are
because?
bosses out here now.
I mean, but okay, with bosses, but is it because men aren't being bosses?
Oh, because they're more
Because
independent.
I actually
It's more
I see
opportunities.
I see that it's possible. So they're
I think it's a couple things. I think it's examples of
Can't have it both
conversations,
ways.
conversations that women are having with their mothers and grandmothers and things that they've seen them go through. And I think it's also a society where, nowadays you need 2 incomes in the household to survive.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody asked me that question a long time ago. I said, yeah, I would love to pay all the bills and do everything for whoever I'm with. But sometimes life don't allow you to do that.
Don't you think like it's a lot of
That way is over.
that analogy, like right there, is like it's a lot of times women, even some guys, I just think they be doing on some pick me shit type shit, but like say that a man should be paying all like that's just not how the world moves. You know what I'm saying? Like if a person, you can't tell me that somebody going half on your bills is not helping you. And I think most men would like to take care of everything to make sure I'm doing all right. To make sure you can't hear me doing my thing. You crazy.
Don't be calling it
It's
loud.
a little hotter. Did you take a little
they
deep
always
breath
have a
or
little
something?
mini
Hey,
one.
Anyway,
That was the worst sound effect I could. Go ahead, finish your thing.
so it's like, where is the line? Where's the line of accountability? Like we don't use that word. That might be a word we use a lot this season, accountability. Where is it at? Where does it stop? As far as you say, women are more powerful right now, but they still want to be catered to.
Somebody called me a nigga bitch.
What that mean?
I thought
Bitch,
that
you a
was
nigga.
so funny. And because I've been taking care of me for so long that when somebody came along to try to take care of me, it was like I wrestled and tussled.
But you got to think men are the same way.
Yeah, but
Like when we stuck in our ways and the shit that we've been doing, the lady would come over and do this, be like, no, I don't need you to clean my house. I can do it myself.
I mean,
Oh, I don't need you to cook for me. I do it myself. I just feel like we was in a stage in our life to where we was like, we're gonna do everything for ourselves. Men and women. We're gonna do everything for ourselves because this makes us comfortable. So it's kind of hard for somebody to come to you and change your your
comfortability,
yeah,
especially when you get to a certain age. It is.
It's hard to do it. So with women, by them going out getting their own boutique, they doing this themselves. Ain't no dope boy behind me giving them money. I did all this shit myself. Then here I come trying to be important. Like, hold up.
That
this
definitely makes
me.
a woman walk different.
Right,
This
me. We can go do this together, but this already me. And it kind of go both ways. So it's like you got on the person you're dealing with. I mean, it's different. It's every woman. You just can't put women in this box no more.
Do you?
Because all women are different. You know, like
as a woman, if you're doing better than someone that you're dating, extremely better.
Mm-hmm.
How do they come into? But you like them.
Mm-hmm.
How do they come into your life? How do they lose the stigmatism? How do you feel like they can stick? Because a lot of times everything is just about like money. You can't do this because you don't have this money or whatever. How do you avoid that and still become the traditional man? Like, I still got you, baby, just because you got a couple more zeros than me. That don't like. How does that change?
I think you have to. If he still got the hustle, he still want to be the man. He still wants to, even if it's a dream. You know what I'm saying? If he's still going to get it, it make a difference. I don't mind getting up and going to work. I don't mind working overtime because it's a final goal with us, not just with me or him. It's with us, so I can still like you because I know if you were on your feet or if you've been on your feet, you would show me the same. You would do the same for me.
Do you think I know this to be true, like people's minds change because now with social media, like, oh, she only messed with him because, you know what I'm saying? Like, you might treat somebody different because, people looking at you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, I got this, I got that, and he only, what he do, and the people start adding up y'all lives, like, so do you think that changes people's perspective, like, or is people just like, that's why we're talking about starting love over, because we start from love and understanding, then you don't have to worry about what everybody else is thinking. So, like, social media just plays so much a big part in what everybody like. But sometimes I think people do it. I don't know if people do stuff for themselves or they do it for other people. Whatever your goal is.
What was the question?
The question was do we, at what risk or at what factor do we?
Man,
take
it's
women
hard for anybody. If our finances are totally different, it's gonna be rough.
Totally different, or
Man, I don't care if you're man or woman, woman or man.
Are we speaking of
Man or woman, woman or
beginning,
man.
the middle, or close to the end?
It can't be the beginning.
No, it can't be the beginning.
The beginning gonna be rough.
Because it's other things to offer me besides
It's
the
gonna be
money,
rough.
especially if I see you going about it. Because we don't have to eat every Chris. We can cook. While you sitting there working, you could cook. We could cook. We could watch TV. We don't have to go to the movies. If you on the computer, you trying to figure it out and doing whatever you're doing.
You know
Like
what?
it's a moment. Like,
DT, I don't think it'll be more of you. It's gonna be more of the opposite sex. So, like, if I was in a situation to where my gear made so much more money than me,
mhm.
it's gonna kind of be like, damn, like I gotta save up my whole check for us to go to fucking Puerto Rico. She was up and say, let's go, and then go here and then go there. It's gonna be like, damn, okay, because it got to get to the point. I'm not saying that this is with all women. You're gonna have to show that you really appreciate it even more to make me happy. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, it's a whole lot, but to you, it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? So
You make us so complicated.
but listen, that's the way it's gonna be though.
is it?
Cause I was gonna ask you how long.
Because if you're going to Puerto Rico, then you
I'm
probably have
just saying,
something established already. Like,
I'm just saying, like, if it's stuff for me to say, come on, baby, let's go fly over here. But she can't do that because she's not getting that type of money. To her, it's gonna mean more than what it's gonna mean to me. So I have to get in my mind that if she gonna buy me a pair of shoes for $5, this means a whole lot to her. But it really don't mean nothing to me because I can do it at any given time. So
That's the
but it
makeup
should
of
mean
the-
a whole lot to you that she's doing it.
Yeah.
no, so that's why I was saying that it wouldn't really be about you. It's about how you make the other person feel.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta let them know that
Exactly.
you really appreciate it. So you gotta be trying a
Exactly.
whole lot harder than everything you do. Like, hey, all right, but you cook for me. Even though I could have went there,
Yeah.
I really, really appreciate
No,
it.
I totally agree with that. I totally
And
agree. With
I won't put no titles, but I know somebody real close to me, and they on their way there. And I had to ask her, like, so what you gonna do? Like, that you finna making this money, and he's still doing this.
And when he's still doing this, it does become an issue because you should match my ambition.
But
All right, without putting a title on it, what is this?
okay, I'm gonna be a professional chiropractor. I mean, psychiatrist, making $200,000 a year. I done did my shit in school. I'm on my way. You decide not to go to school. Now you just still working at Amazon. You making your $20 an hour. That's cool. But I'm here now, so we go out looking for this house. There's no way that none of y'all can tell me we go to this house for $400,000, and I say, okay, look.
I got the grass.
like, listen, it might be cool, but you as the opposite sex, I don't care if you're a man or a woman, you're gonna make it look like this might be a little bit out of my league. Unless that person is making you feel so secure, like they really, really need you. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to be doing something that's so special to them that because money is the rule, man. It's money.
Is it though?
It is.
Man, I was looking at a scene.
It is.
I was looking at a scene on the shot.
It is. We're talking about the movie. We're talking about real
But
life.
listen, I'm just listening. Look, because some women be like, he just does it for me.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's like, listen, I know
He
dudes talk to us
does it
like,
for-
I don't
That
care
was
about.
That was on TV, right?
But this is true though. TV,
It
some
is.
things TV come.
You don't. I'm
Like,
not saying it
I
don't
know-
happen.
Like I know what you like to wear. I know the scents that you love around you. I know how you like your food. I know what not to do all the time, and I know what to do all the time to put that smile.
That
on
is
your
definitely
face.
It's like 30 women to one man. So if
Especially Sunday.
if you get that one man and he is not, you come to your senses and you say he is not the worst thing possible, that
Oh, we
might
talking about, listen. We
that
talking about
might
from,
really
so
be-
now we're talking about from the beginning.
you saying what are you saying?
I'm saying if you was Nicki Minaj and I was fat, you might like me at first, but it's like,
Yes, Nicki Minaj got that right now. She's still with a man.
how long does that last though?
I don't know.
This I'm just saying though.
Since this been 19 years for them.
No, shit is shit. That's impossible.
You ever dated someone?
That's impossible.
But what you gotta do to fast start looking at me, you have to say before.
Right.
When women get older, especially successful women, they want to have a real person around them.
That's why it can't be new. That's why, like you can't. It can't be new because new. I really don't know you yet.
Like you said, they probably ain't been. They might not have quite dated 19 years.
But she was a Meek Mill and somebody else.
But
Like, I'm not trying to.
No. But that man been in her life
Before she got money.
Before she got money.
That's why I'm saying because it got to be from the beginning. And I'm not saying it can't work. I'm just going with the masses. But it's hard. See, to me, I just had this conversation with Fuck today. It's easy for me to build something with somebody because it's less of me to be thinking like, you know what? Before I go over here and do this, look what y'all got together. And I think that's what the life, like what it is now. Like, baby, what can we do together? Because if I leave you, I'm losing this shit. And to me, that's more important than, like, what do I have to, if I go cheat on you and you break up, what the fuck do I really have to lose?
Well, see, that's different. Like, when you start putting other variables, when you start mistreating the relationship, that's when what you don't have starts adding up. Like, why the fuck am I fucking with you? And you like, and you not respecting the relationship. Like, you doing dumb shit. You going to fuck this dumb bitch. Oh, I'm sorry. This woman over here and that woman over there, bitch, or that shit.
They gonna call her a dumb bitch.
And you not appreciate. Like, I appreciate you for being you, but you ain't appreciating me for being you. I honor this, but you ain't honoring this. Could go work both sides.
Yeah, because it all goes back to how a person perceives you. It's like what Dirty said earlier. What she said about being a perv. I had this conversation one time.
You like
about DMs though, you know, and the thing is like he said, if you whip it out, you gonna think it's offensive. You like, nah, I'm gonna think you a perv. That's what you said. But if it's somebody that you like and he whip it out, your perception of it gonna be different.
Boy,
why you got that out?
Wait,
Wait, I think you got some on you. Mama.
Now you're going to now you're going to court in 4 months. I was assaulted. Wait a minute. That ain't what the fuck she told me.
Right.
He made me do it. Like, come on.
That was I like that topic. That was pretty good. We had 9:20 the hour. It's 45 minutes.
I got your Doc Willis voice on.
How many people we got?
You know how when I started drinking like this, start getting
I don't think my piece of cover.
That's what we got going as far as YouTube. You know, I can't put up on Facebook right now for some reason. But
I got a comment on YouTube, man. Y'all can hear this.
yeah. Also, we have 515-599-1687. 515. You look on the poster right there. It says it right there. 515-599-1687. You could have been.
What's our next topic?
We're gonna have to have a third topic, but
Can I ask you? I just want to ask this question. I just want to get out. What did Deshaun Watson do? Can you answer that for me,
I
sir?
don't know.
Why we don't know?
I don't know because I don't. Maybe you should research it and find out exactly.
I think we all we can do is Google. Do anybody know what he did? Anybody?
He got $250 million. That's what he did.
Let me say, I don't want to get. But I heard people say like, if I was in a locker room, I'm gonna come to him like, dog, what the hell going on? Like, nigga, does it matter?
It probably do matter to that person.
What they gonna do?
I just
Say
wanna
they
know.
quit?
I mean, man, just anything. I want to know what's going on. Like the same thing, questions you asking right now. What did he do? Like, if I'm around you every day,
We gotta be cool though. We gotta be partners.
I'm around you every day. Like, damn, like, bro, I just wondered, like, bro, what happened, bro? What happened? Why they saying this? Can you tell me?
Can I ask you this though? What if he say, man, I ain't trying to talk about this shit.
Oh, it's that is in the motherfucker.
Sean, what up, bro?
What's good?
Deshaun, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
What did Deshaun Watson do?
What did he do?
Yeah.
He got accused of something.
Nobody know.
He didn't do nothing.
Nobody know.
He didn't do nothing to me.
You have a motherfucking happy end.
Don't nobody know. How we don't know this stuff?
They refused to indict him twice. The courts would.
I'm just saying, you can't go
Well,
on
that's
there.
the same thing the court's saying.
Did they all
What
sign
did he
gag
do?
orders or something? Curry?
Probably.
Did they all sign gag orders?
I don't know.
But then they all get paid.
Except for one person.
I said the one person is waiting. She holding out.
I wonder how much they got.
That should be public records. Any little lawsuit like that.
You know what?
Like,
I'm gonna tell you how you know, like it had to be some bullshit. If the NFL let Cleveland only pay him $1 million this year, so he wouldn't miss that money. It had to be some bullshit that they was kind of like, you know what, we got to do this to make it look like this, but we know this some bullshit. Y'all.
One thing Channing Crowder said today, he was on. No, that was yesterday. He got a podcast called The Pit to him, Ryan Clark, and Fred Taylor. He was like, man, the NFL is just doing stuff just for show. They acting concerned, like they don't care. He said they want Deshaun Watson on the field. They can act like they saying this, and this is a great time to bring women into the show. But he's like, man, what he said, what these youngsters say, where the receipts at?
Exactly.
Like same thing you saying, what's going on? Because until then, what's going on? Because y'all want this man back on this field against these Cleveland Browns.
I'm only defending him only because I ain't seen
you
nothing.
want some salmon bites?
Listen, I'm only defending him because I've never seen nothing that said he was guilty. Like, listen. I was
you do something the same thing with Houston.
That's because Houston didn't want him no more. But he wasn't about that.
He didn't want Houston.
Well, I'm saying.
Was it kind of weird that all
You gotta pull up a seat, man. We
Yeah.
can't go from peanut
That's
gallery.
what they were
Man.
saying.
Yeah,
though.
You gotta pull up a seat.
All that came.
I mean, the team security went as far as to say that the police, it was a police report, and then the chief of police came on there and said it's not true. We never questioned him. He's never been arrested, locked up.
No.
So how
rejected it twice.
How did it come? You gotta sit down. You want to chair right there? I know what that was, but
You want to find one?
But if I don't get indicted,
I can move this up here.
yeah, you good. If I don't get indicted, how do y'all come and say I got to do 6 games? I just
violated the
integrity
conduct.
not if I didn't do nothing.
Well, you can't be accused of certain things either.
But that's the thing about it. That's why the NFL is so much different because you right in the camera.
Oh
Come on, come on the side. Yeah, you good right there. You finna see yourself fucking up. Look at you.
I wasn't even trying to be on TV, but go ahead.
There's only 4 people watching.
No, I'm shy.
I just don't. That just don't sit right with me, dog. Like,
No, it shouldn't sit right with you.
Like-
People can say anything. Somebody can come and just say, "Hey, he did something to me."
I'm
You
going
can't
back
get
to
suspended from your job.
I'm going back to Big Ben. They said Big Ben. They said he raped the girl. Did nothing happen.
Ben has had multiple
Did nothing happen.
situations, but you know it's not an even playing field. Now you know.
Well, I ain't trying to make it easy.
Burger, whatever.
I'm just saying, don't make it like the NFL don't like women because they can't back this up. I guarantee you, if he'd have got indicted, he wouldn't be playing football. What they supposed to do?
If he was guilty, he wouldn't be playing.
Yeah, he wouldn't be playing
They
football.
wouldn't have wanted no parts of him, period.
What the NFL supposed to do?
Dealt with it.
I think it's the fact that he's a young black superstar that's really messing him up, though.
Yeah, don't
If he was Ray Rice at that time, he'd have been gone.
Of course, Ray Rice only got kicked out the league because he was on the downside of his career.
Flat
If he
out.
was the Ray Rice
Flat
from
out.
before,
Because he was on camera.
What's name was on camera
Right.
too, though?
but if he was
What you
the
talking about?
Ray Rice from probably 3 years ago, he still.
What's his name? Who played for Cleveland right now? He was on camera too, kicking the white girl.
Yeah, she hit him though.
Man, you kicked the white girl on
She
camera.
hit him though.
He was tripping. He was drunk.
Man.
Kareem Hunt.
Kareem Hunt ain't making
Why they let
noise
him go?
in the league.
Why they let him go?
But he ain't making no noise in the league. He ain't,
What you mean? I bet he get a good contract next year.
he ain't no like we gotta have Kareem Hunt on our team.
I bet he get a contract next year.
Man, Ray Rice and Kareem Hunt kind of the same.
Because Kareem Hunt was just starting off.
No, he wasn't.
He was a rookie.
No, he
Kareem
wasn't.
Hunt just won rookie. Would you tell him?
Oh, he's
when
one
Kareem, he just won rookie of the year.
Said Ray Rice, but
Oh
still,
yeah, he just won rookie of the year, so they knew he was gonna be good.
No.
So this is why he playing right now. Listen, he was Kansas City best running back when they cut him. He had like 1,200 yards. They cut him after that. Cleveland waited 6 months. We'll take you. The same way they just did Deshaun Watson. We'll take you.
What did Kareem Hunt do on tape?
He kicked the white girl out the sheet.
What happened? What did she do to him?
She hit him. But you weren't supposed to be.
The NFL
what's
is a
the
very
hands?
corrupt organization.
No,
Hey,
hey,
y'all didn't
wait.
know.
His guy hit him.
Who?
He just beat up too bad.
32
Right.
At the
owners,
airport.
no diversity. The NFL is a corrupt organization.
Yes.
That's why a lot of people getting their money and retiring. Sam say he getting out of there. He say he got maybe a year or two left.
Saying who?
What's my boy in for the LA Rams? A real good dude. Defensive end. Aaron Donald. Yeah.
He's been in the league for 6 years though.
That's what I'm saying. But most people used to want a long career. They want to get away from all that nonsense. But you want to get your bread first.
He a champion. He got all the accolades.
Yeah,
right
you got to
now.
get that money.
They think that he might be one of the best players ever to play his position. So he got room to walk away.
Hey, did you see?
Barry Sanders did it.
You gotta give an OIP to Bill Russell. Shout out to Bill.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bill, man.
That was sad.
But I ain't gonna
It was
lie.
sad. He was 90.
Hey, yeah, 90, man. 90, man.
Relevant if he was 90.
That's a long
I seen some of his highlights.
Making 2 deals.
Hey, I'm like, they could have got some better highlights for Bill, man. The highlights, them highlights was terrible.
You know, I always had a problem with people. You know, we talk basketball, right?
Yeah, it was.
So when people go back to Bill Russell, I always have a problem with that.
You see the
You
highlights?
can't go
Do
back
you
to
think
Bill
Bill
Russell.
Russell- You think what would Bill
None of
Russell-
us saw Bill Russell.
I'm just saying, what would Bill Russell be?
On the bench at Wolves.
Today?
No, just Bill Russell.
Today?
What would Bill Russell be in today's NBA?
In Wolves.
Nothing, man.
Did you see him go coast to coast and hurdle over a month?
No, did you see
With the left.
I did that switch hand with that hook?
With the left, though.
Man, that'd have been like, man, get your ass on the bench.
Bill Russell would be able to check Joel Embiid. Stop
He
it.
invented the block.
He invented us.
Everybody else was 6'1".
He said,
That ain't his
so
fault.
I think my
Him
daddy
and Will
was-
was
Bill is not a top 10
Footers.
player. But
No,
listen,
listen,
Bill was top 10 when he played, but not of all time.
Coaches taught you to score
No,
your feet
you
no
are.
matter what.
You're right.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
But
right.
he did it
I
at
think
the
they
time
outlawed
when they had-
dunking back then at a point.
People
Like,
wanna-
Bill Russell couldn't even dunk.
Listen.
No, that was what Kareem
Listen,
changed.
the thing about it is that people say that we don't respect. No, we respect what you did, but things have changed, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's just like,
Things
for
have
instance,
changed
that's
without
like
being
Jordan.
We
disrespectful.
definitely.
Jordan was not president from the free throw line. You look now, it's a pressure on everybody team to jump from the free throw line.
Yeah, it's nothing.
So it's like, bro, like that was
It's-
cool
it's-
then.
But it's evolution.
It's
Yeah,
evolved.
right.
It's
They
evolution.
Jordan
I
out
was
of
gonna
it.
say that
Yeah, I
everything
believe you on that.
evolves.
Yeah.
though.
I'm looking at it because that's. But
People
Bill Russell,
that couldn't do a
come
backflip
on, man.
on
Will, like,
the dirt bikes. Not everybody do back.
exactly. Hey man, the man had like what 8 Hall of Famers?
Who?
Bill, it was 4 Hall of Famers on one
Hey,
team.
let's not. We ain't gonna make Bill Russell be. Let's.
Bill did
he
his
only
work
been
off
dead
the
a couple
court.
days. Shit.
He did his work off the court.
Most definitely.
On the court.
We respect, we love him. It's just like a lot of times when you talk in basketball and you our age, you can't go back to Bill Russell.
So
So what
do you
about
think
Bill Russell?
30 years from now.
That's like saying Babe Ruth. Everybody goes, Babe Ruth? Who the fuck we into the fucking Babe Ruth?
Only thing-
Yo, you didn't
only thing-
have.
The only
You
thing I
didn't
can say
have.
about baseball, it's hard to argue that because balls were still going 95 and 99 miles an
Nah, when
hour.
Babe Ruth
Yeah.
played,
Yes, they were.
Yeah.
the ball can bounce over the fence was a home run when Babe Ruth played. Did you know that?
Nah,
Baseball.
Yes, the ball can bounce
Yeah.
over the fence and it was a home run. They weren't doing no Barry Bonds shit back then, man.
Somebody outside.
Hope it's peace. Oh, my
We've been
man.
all day.
Special delivery. I keep on talking.
But I don't baseball. Even somebody like I'm listening to Charles Haley. He was talking about. He was like, man, Tom Brady couldn't have played back when we played. He said we got 2.5 steps before we planted the quarterback. There's no way he'd have played 20 years. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like the it's like you cannot compare today's player
Thank you.
No, that's
to today's. But now basketball is different. Like
Yeah.
because
If
like
you're
you
talking
said,
about evolution, baseball is probably the sport that stays consistent.
saying?
Like,
But
you know why
it's
it's
a
consistent?
specialized
Because they
game.
make it like that.
You got to be able to hit that ball. Not everybody
And
can
it's
do
not
that.
easy to do.
No.
like Bob Gibson
No.
in '67 would be Bob Gibson in 2000.
That ball is
Exactly.
moving.
That's a
That
great-
ball
But
ain't
listen,
coming straight all
I don't
the time.
think Babe Ruth was better than Satchel Paige. It's like, how could you ever prove it?
But right, what? That's not even an argument.
Yeah.
We ain't seen none of that.
We ain't seen none of that.
So do you think it's gonna be a time when motherfuckers will be like, "Hey, LeBron James played against
Mm-mm.
motherfucker.
No,
we jumped 70 inches."
no,
You know what
because
I'm
they
saying?
can see LeBron. Ain't no highlights of Babe Ruth.
You know what I'm saying? They can see Jordan now. They still
But just like we had a big conversation
but
with
they still
John
respect him.
Morant. John Morant said he would have cooked Jordan. Is he wrong for saying that?
Probably would.
Hell no, he ain't wrong for saying that. I
But he
would have
would
said
have
it
got
too.
cooked too.
Yeah, but Jordan would.
All I'm saying is he wrong for saying it.
Well, he say he never did see it.
Man, he don't care about Michael Jordan.
the only thing he can
20, 21. He don't care nothing about Jordan. He feel
He-
like he would have cooked him.
do. I'm saying the only thing Jordan told me to do was cook me some pasta.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Now Jordan would murder him, but you know what I'm saying? The young boy ain't wrong for saying that.
No,
You feel
No,
me?
He gonna get his buckets.
Yeah.
He gonna
that's
lose.
you.
He gonna get his buckets though. He gonna get his buckets, but he
He
gonna
ain't
lose.
wrong for saying it though. He gotta feel like that in order to stay on top of
He's a
his
great
game.
player though.
Yeah, for
He's a
sure.
one-man show right now.
Oh man, with the sense, he's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I said. I need to see that shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, he's crazy.
I need to see that shit.
Athlete, man.
It's
Athleticism
9:30,
is
guys.
nuts.
We're moving on into the Mount Rushmore segment.
It's gonna be real interesting.
My man's right here. He's like, as soon as I start talking, it's like, wow, this is what we're doing.
That dude cold.
They cold, ain't it? I'm seeing y'all some receipts. Anyway,
Send the private about.
oh man, shouts out to what was that? 50-30, big 50-30 or what?
Just call me Jules on this one.
Jules? Okay. Oh, Jules is our
Is
videographer.
Jules over there?
Yeah,
He
that's
ain't got no Jules on.
I took them off.
Drop Jules.
Right.
Okay, man. He's got our videography there, so you understand why we looking a little different.
This ain't better. I look better.
S. Dot,
Yo,
you going on the first date. This is the Mount Rushmore right now. Mount Rushmore of first dates to do in St. Louis. You on the first date, where would you go?
why you acting old?
Hey, once you sit down, like, hey,
Go ahead, build it.
First date.
dude.
I think a first date, you supposed to go somewhere kind of quiet so
you got
you
to name
can
a place.
actually
You got to name a place.
talk.
Ain't gonna be quiet no more once you name it.
You ain't take me there.
Right?
Please the fifth.
We're going to come back to S. Dot.
Yeah.
BT.
I don't know. I have to think about that one.
Oh, where I would, cause like I look at
Well,
it.
say where would you want to go?
Well,
Yeah,
I
Where
would
would you
want
want
to
to
go.
go?
It depends on the
I
person.
would want to go to Botanical Gardens.
Okay.
The fuck?
That's
I do.
short.
I mean, I'm trying to get some
Mature
pussy.
answer.
It is, but it's a lot of little hidden gems in there, so you
Oh, that's
can't
what
see
I'm
certain
saying.
things. So
I think Grafton.
I never thought of that.
I think Grafton is a good first date.
Grafton, yeah, it is.
It's a lot of activities to do.
I don't remember going on the first date.
And the reason I said I think first date should include an activity because it allows a person to not be guarded. Like you go bowling, anything that
Yeah,
allows a
I
Do
person.
you pay on the first date?
To you,
Pay on the first date.
if you ask somebody to go somewhere, you should always be paying.
Thank
She
you.
asked
It's
you to
obvious
come?
where you take people on the first date. Prime 55.
Yeah, there we go.
That
took my answer.
No, hell no, that's all. Hey, that's what we in love, bitch. That shit high the fuck up.
Prime
The first
55,
date,
man.
we can't get no better than.
After you leave there, go to Dax on the bridge.
There you go.
And then you really want to get kind of elbows on the side.
If the first date is great, go to the Vegas Inn.
Well, I'm in.
Then the
I'm
feds
in.
ran up
To
in the
Vegas.
I see all the news, they ran up in
Bro,
there.
I done took you to eat, gave some good ass shit, said that, and took you to 40. We fucking money.
That's a great first date, though.
Yo, what was the spot by Goody Goody?
Right.
That's
That's,
the
that's where they
Vegas,
ran
right?
up in, right?
Vegas.
Right. Did they run up in there? Like,
No,
No, they ran somewhere
Hey,
else.
wait, DT, why we all know though?
I'm like, oh yeah, now.
yeah, man, forever.
You know, you get $3.
Bring your own sheets.
Minus prime 55. What's the okay, so we got
Bring your own shit. What's competition?
where did you take your wife on y'all first date?
That's all.
Who was it?
Did you?
Okay.
The movies is
we
fun.
we went to see Ace Ventura Pet Detective.
What?
That was our first date.
The movies is fun.
Do you think the movies is fair?
Yes.
Never
Because it's
had
not
a date at
it's
the
not
movie.
expensive.
Really?
I don't
A good first date that I went to was the Escape. Was an Escape.
How many you went on?
I've been on like 17 girlfriends.
Escape room. I think that'll be
So
cool.
you got your
like
top
first
40.
date.
What's your top 40?
Oh, y'all say on my top
Yeah.
four? Escape room, Grafton, a concert, and come on the block and watch me.
Do what I do.
Just say that. Hey,
Crazy.
You know what? Now we're talking.
it is
My
a
first
date.
date probably gonna be
though,
at my
man.
house.
Huh?
It's probably gonna be a house party.
House party.
Come up to the crib with the family that are hanging on out, kind of see who I am.
Because you don't got no representative, but you just being yourself.
Nah, that's a good first date. Though.
Yeah,
I've had a first date like that.
Just come hang around the fam.
Yeah.
Because most times you can meet my kids on my first date.
And actually, that's a quick way to let them know the person can hang with you or not.
Yeah.
Flat out.
Put 'em
Real
in.
talk.
Yeah.
With your family?
Yeah.
Oh,
See
man.
what's
look
going
They
at
gonna
on.
tell you
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
My family ain't hold it back on shit. I
Yeah.
told you one shit, girl. I told the last kid one shit. Damn, auntie. That's
Oh,
what
be
I'm
there,
real.
see?
It's real talking right there. I told you one shit, girl. Like, damn, you on my side. I said, so you know they gonna pick no sides in this family. When you're wrong, you're wrong. You're right.
I think
you're right.
that'd be like the biggest thing, like the best one. Like,
So is movie
Just
still a
having
good
somebody
first date?
Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah,
dry.
especially now because you got the seats that
You
lean
gonna
But-
go to
but
back.
you know what, though,
But you
Dirty?
gonna go to sleep
yeah,
now.
man.
But
No,
Dirty,
we
it
don't.
depends.
No,
Yeah, we
we
kind
don't
of
sleep in
think
the
I'm going to
movies.
sleep.
Every time.
Oh,
everything.
Who been, you haven't been to the movies and been to sleep?
no, I go to the movies to see the
When's
movie.
the last
Oh,
time
come on.
Thor,
Was that good?
corny, but you got to be a Marvel person.
You didn't. I'm a more
I don't
person.
wanna
I'm going to
see 'cause
sleep.
It's cartoon.
Wait, it got to be at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Anytime after 5, I'm going to sleep.
Driving would be a good one. too.
Drive-in is a great.
No,
If-
driving,
if
no,
she
you
wanna
don't
go-
know driving.
If she willing to go driving, with you,
You're
might
trying
get-
to
you might
fuck.
get scratched that night.
Well, that's a great first date.
It
And build
is.
it.
No,
It's
that's not
only
a good
one.
first date.
Getting some pussy is not a good first
No,
date.
I'm just saying. Imagine. Okay,
Excellent
listen,
first date.
listen,
That
listen,
should be
Dirty.
great, right?
Can we flip it real quick? Imagine if it was your daughter going on the first date.
God damn.
What's the movies? I'm cool with the movies. The drive-in.
Bowling.
No, come by my house. Come by my daddy's house.
He do fool. I got y'all.
I like the salmon bites.
You heard me?
No, but
Not
seriously,
coming.
Tonight.
if it was your daughter, what's a good first date for your daughter?
I just told you.
Okay, DT, what about you?
Like bowling.
A dinner. I think the movies is cool, but I know drive-in.
No, not a driving.
The drive-in is driving off limits.
Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely.
Y'all better be with. Y'all better
The
be
driving don't necessarily set the mood.
We
Like
don't
that.
say
Like,
that because I don't have a daughter, but my goddaughter, I took her on a date to show her how. This is how a man's supposed to do.
So you actually did that? Oh, that's some
Awesome.
real shit. That's some real
Shot-
shit. Why you say? Why you didn't lead with that? You should have been
That
told
is
us
so
that.
important.
see, that goes back to see how your brain thinks. Like driving, like automatically, like. How that
He the one. He said it. I'm snitching now.
His
He said it first.
That don't automatically mean
T-Love
that.
said it
So
first.
now, we had to drive in when we were younger. So you didn't think about that? Like you didn't think about that?
If we
Come on,
going to
man.
a movie, I'm going to watch the movie. Now, if you
At
start
the drive-in?
It's
Drive-in is synonymous with the back seat, yo.
He
That's
said
white
what?
people shit.
No, it's not.
Ain't no
Drive-in is the back
hole in
seat.
Man, that motherfucker foggy in the motherfucker.
Especially when you get to a certain age. Yeah, like you a kid, drive-in is fun.
Oh
but-
my God.
Like driving for me was going like I was just driving my mom
Right,
growing
but
up.
you
So-
were
that's
a
the
kid when you
difference.
went to the drive-in. You didn't go to the drive-in as like an adult, like dating.
As a
It
teenager.
wasn't
As a
none.
teenager.
as a teenager, I did.
Yeah, it was
You did?
367.
The drive-in was still there.
Yeah.
We hit a
Go
dope-
to drive-in
hit a
and
dope
Elmwood.
fiend rental
St.
and
Anne-
gone,
St.
go
Anne
in.
was
Yeah.
It was
Say
a
that.
driving
I
in
went to a
Elmwood.
drive-in. I was literally a little kid.
Yeah, St. Anne was still
Yeah, I was
there.
a kid when it was. Yeah. Damn, I forgot
Airway.
about saying that. Airway.
Yeah.
I never-
Driving
I never
there,
knew
bro.
about
Boy,
that.
we
37 Airway. It
everywhere.
was St. Charles Rock Road.
Yeah.
That's
I
Airway.
didn't know
I
Illinois.
ain't know
had
about that.
We had so many in St. Louis.
Yeah,
Bro.
but right, but further up, the other drive-in was right by Norman High School.
There was one on page in the neighborhood.
Man, you get a car for 3 days for $50. Have it back by midnight Sunday.
So you gave it to a geek.
Then you had one. You think it was, and it was one on page by you and Wood. I seen Purple Rain there. I remember some of the movies. I seen
I saw
Purple
Purple Rain there, believe it or not. I
I
saw
seen
my
Saw the
grandma
last
backyard.
dragon there.
I saw my grandma backyard. I could watch it. You couldn't hear shit, but you can watch it for free.
I seen Busted Loose on St. Charles Rock Road by Norman.
So what's our Mount Rushmore?
I'm gonna say bowling gotta be a
Bowling.
Bowling good.
I'm going with the movies. What the movies on there?
Bowling movies.
Dinner.
Dinner.
But the dinner kind of too, bro. You can't go to Ruth Chris on your first date.
What?
Hey,
Because you setting the wrong tone.
Just, hey, okay.
That's why I ain't going to
All
Brand
right,
55 on my first date.
so let's say this.
55 ain't that.
I'm gonna ask y'all this. That's
You
not
ever had
you,
the lamb
BT.
chops nigga twice?
This ain't you. This
It
ain't you.
is
I'm like,
that, but I think it's reasonably priced.
If a woman says, I want to go to the first time that you encounter her, and she says she wants to go to an expensive place, how do you feel when they say that?
Depends on how much I like you.
But she's probably judging that by who she think you are.
Exactly.
If you
I
a
think
dude
that's your problem.
who she feel like, is a guy that probably go to places like that, she wants to fit where you are. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like that's a woman who is with you for a particular reason, and I would say us we gonna know that right away. Like, okay,
So what that mean?
we're not gonna go.
We're not gonna like each other.
Yeah,
Well,
we're
we
not-
might go.
We might
go just for
We
that
gonna
time.
see how she ordered that food.
Stop.
And
I'm
see
just
if-
saying though, like, no, we're not gonna do
see
that
if
though,
she
dude.
supposed
You
to
work,
be there.
if we going there, I'm sitting next to you. I ain't gonna sit across from you. I'm gonna see what we doing.
Let me
What
tell you.
getting over here?
I went on a date.
This was not for you.
with a
This was not for
famous-
you.
No, she in now.
Nah, I wouldn't
a date
We gotta
with a
hear.
famous person. He was an athlete.
Oh, it was Bobby Bonilla.
And he said, what you want to eat? I want to take you to dinner. And I said, I want Ruth Chris. He said, you don't eat that shit every day. Why you want Ruth Chris when I'm taking you? I said, so you not going to take me?
Come back.
He said, yeah, I'm going to take you. So he took me to the restaurant. So I ordered barbecue shrimp, filet, this, that, and the other. He said, so you going to eat all that shit? You wouldn't have ordered that shit if somebody else would have took you. He said, you wrong.
He was
feel
100% right.
You feel like he was
No.
right?
No, we came at
That's
each
it.
other for the same reason.
He was 100% right though. Because me and some, I don't remember that shit. If I took you there, and then if we went back and you was
Why you want all
paying,
that food?
Of course. He said, did you give him some? Of course.
Why you want all the food?
he
Like
probably
that?
called you barbecue shrimp
He
right there.
probably didn't think you was.
Hey, barbecue shrimp.
He changed his
you up
mind
to?
after that.
Yeah,
Damn,
yeah,
I should shut the fuck up. What was y'all next day?
You still like barbecue
The
shrimp?
movie.
Dirty. You still like barbecue shrimp?
Then it got normal. It got normal after that.
I love it actually.
Hey,
Go to McDonald's.
Next week, barbecue shrimp being served. We have an order barbecue shrimp next week.
Number 2 bottom buns only. I didn't know bottom buns only meant that you that was some gay shit. I ain't
What?
What? Who told you that?
After Pride
Don't
Month.
do that.
After Pride Month.
They turned into?
They did
They
say
said
that.
that.
Well, I guess I'm
You
gay.
got
and they know
Whopper.
it.
Whopper had their thing like you had.
Why do people order bottom bun?
Man,
What?
that bread fire. Because the bread be all soft and shit.
So you can eat.
I never ordered.
You get the double cheeseburger bottom. Go to
You
White
never
Castle.
ordered a bottom buns only.
Go to White Castle, get the bottom buns
So
on.
you never.
Get the
People
number
who have gotten it, they gave it to me.
Bro,
I ate it, but
Get
I've
the
never
number
ordered
2
it.
with
Like
bottom buns on. You know,
I
I don't eat
Fire.
White Castle. I haven't eaten no White Castle.
that's
But
what
I
I'm
know-
eating from,
my
right?
homeboy from New York is like, my God, how did y'all find this out? I was like,
Yeah, because I think it was Burger King who did it right for Pride Week.
Yeah, they was like you get to make sure that we identify with Pride Month. We're going to have.
That was only a White
So the
Castle.
top of your burger
No.
is a bottom bun.
It was.
Man, that motherfucker fire.
the bottom is the top.
You know, the bottom is the
top
best part. See, to me, it was a White Castle thing. Because the bottom of the bun is always the best one.
Yeah.
The top be kind of dry sometimes. It be kind of hard.
It's thicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you get that bottom bun, oh man, you
This
win
is
it.
like
That motherfucker feel
side
like a pizza.
Do you think? Do you think as we've been going, it's cool though. But do you think it's cool? I mean, do you think the gay community does too much to be included? Like for that, like let's say we're gonna make our burger.
That's a reach. That's a super
I don't think the gay community. I think the huge companies know that their dollar is important, and they have the most powerful dollar anyway. Why not kick in and get even more?
I was listening to somebody talk about Beyonce album. She made a couple tracks like
Yeah, I heard about that too.
saluting black queers. Is it going to say queers? If it ain't,
Man,
it
can't
is.
nobody keep up with that.
But that's pause. Find something.
There it is, right there.
The gay
that was the
community
point.
has become just like oil and just like pharmaceuticals. It's become that. It's
Somebody
become
wrote
big business.
I'm only asking this because somebody
It's
wrote,
big business.
Yeah,
somebody
it's
wrote a
big
review on me
business.
like
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
they like the owner or the handler or the bartender at the.
You got a review report on you?
Yeah,
Oh, that's tight.
they told me I was homophobic
I be like, okay.
because I wasn't talking to them. I was talking to somebody else, and the music they was playing, and I was like, "Hey, this ain't the Grove over here."
You said that?
But they was eavesdropping on my conversation. They put that shit on Google. Like, hey, the dude in the back, he's homophobic.
So when them more gays come?
You gotta be careful.
Hey, gay people, come
Yay!
I got a whole drink for you.
What is it called?
That's what you see.
The rainbow.
Amazing heat and
That show over.
Man, back to
Man, show over, man. Just turn this shit off.
So look, how do you feel about Sunday?
Man, fuck that. You just said the drink was called My Company. Some gay shit.
That was just joking, man.
What was
That was not your joke.
Oh, that's what I want to talk about. Everything not funny. Like last week, doing the flooding and all that type of shit. I don't think that was a time to be cracking jokes about and sharing memes about. You know what I'm saying? Because everything's funny until it happened to you.
Who's cracking jokes?
Just people. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen somebody
So
said.
how long am I supposed to have sympathy?
I seen a post that said, y'all
Some
buying
people
designer
like
shoes,
to-
but y'all didn't have flood
some,
insurance.
some people like to laugh in the midst of having bad.
No, but listen, DT, I seen a post that said, y'all got designer shoes, but y'all ain't got flood insurance. How stupid is that?
Like that's like damn.
What average person has flood insurance anyway?
Exactly.
But,
White
but,
people on the south side,
Exactly.
because
but-
they used to being flooded.
but
And a
why
lot
do
of
you
people don't
post-
know
As a
they
matter of
don't
fact,
have flood insurance.
you city are the main people, urban people who need flood insurance.
I think
'cause
if
the
you
system is
stay
bad.
in the flood zone, you have to get it. It's automatic.
A lot of people
Yeah, they
think
don't-
they have flood insurance.
Yeah.
And they don't.
They don't.
They don't know they don't have flood insurance.
Because you think that it's
You
included
think
in
it's
your
included
renter's
in your
insurance,
package, right?
but it's not.
It's not.
It's a totally different insurance.
But
thing.
you know what though? I mean, let's keep
It's crazy.
they knew from the last time. That's the first time you see it.
Now my son got saved.
Now, if you've been
because
flooded before,
They-
you haven't done your
Yeah.
due diligence.
My
I know
son-
people that got money for
My
flood.
son's shit got saved because electricity knocked the power out and made the sub pump not work. Because if that didn't happen, then they'd have just been like, you fucked. Like you
Made the
have.
sub pump
Some
not
pump,
work.
yeah, because the power went out, so some pump didn't work.
So it was like, so that was a disaster from within the house. It wasn't a natural disaster.
Also, that made his insurance kick in.
Right. But had it just been like,
It overwhelmed your sub
Just
pump,
like
then that's
you
an
did.
activation.
clean
My
your shit out.
coworker's house was flooded, and they evicted her today.
Can I ask y'all this?
Today, told her she got to get her stuff and get
She
out.
must ain't paid before. Can I?
The whole building just like, I'm like, what?
Can I
See,
ask
some
this?
shit ain't funny. Like,
Do you
you know what I'm
think-
It
saying?
ain't funny.
You know
It's
what I'm
not the
saying?
time.
There we go. Like,
She didn't
something-
pay.
It's funny
man.
when people are actively going through the, you know what I'm saying, when they actively going through the issues right now. You know, I have nowhere to stay, or they
Can I say
woke
this?
up, they car in the water, they
Do you-
crib
do you
underwater.
feel like
Nah,
you
they-
city
And
was
they ain't got no
you city was heavily impacted by this?
all the time.
There we go.
Have you seen anybody from
Uh-oh,
you
here we
city
go.
for us? All the people that made it from you city come back and give anything back? Have you heard about anything? Any of that?
It's when you're dealing with them.
No, I'm asking a question. See, yes or no? I don't want no excuses.
No.
Why not?
Why haven't you?
I did.
What you do?
I gave somebody out of my own pocket. I gave them money.
You gave who money?
Somebody from you city that was impacted who I knew.
So what did they do?
I don't care. Listen, if I give you something towards that, I don't care what
You can't take no claim. You don't even know if he
Hold on.
did that.
No, pause.
No, you called.
Because now
And you
all I
volunteered
said
yourself.
was, has anybody that supposedly made it from you city big came back and did anything? Because I can take it a whole lot.
Why
further.
do it gotta be them?
What you mean? Why I gotta be
Because
him?
You city was impacted.
I'm saying like
If somebody,
I live here. I want to know now. What am I going to do? How? Matter of fact, why do we keep having this same issue at the town meeting? Why are we not getting this system fixed? This is over 20-some
Man,
years of a.
man,
of
you
a
going
bad
way out the way.
situation.
You answer.
No,
Can I
it ain't
ask you?
really
so
out
you-
the way,
so
'cause
you-
you really need to deal with the issue on why it floods. We're not going.
No, we gonna
No,
hold on.
no.
We not gonna.
That ain't the
No,
topic.
but
That's what we not.
Hey, Sean, where you from, Sean?
What you mean?
Where you from in life? What part of town you from?
From Mid City, St. Louis.
Let's say Mid City, St. Louis, Florida, and you worth $300 million.
Man, you ain't never said, man, I'm from like there things coming on mid city.
I'm from the Queen Town, man. It's in the
Exactly.
middle.
If a Cleve, listen,
I'm not from the South Side.
listen. If a Cleve Town
I'm
flood
not from the South Side.
and you worth $3
Everybody know
million,
that.
what do you do?
Uh,
If a Cleve Town flood, you worth $3 million, what do you do?
If my neighborhood flood and I worth $300 million,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think I've never had 300 million. So I can only go by what I think I would do. But yeah, I feel like I would I would help all this in time.
What you think, T-Love?
It's a good question because we root for people from our city. You know what I'm
If
saying?
you repping that place so hard,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying, you doing exposés, you doing things of that nature, then when something go bad, it's just simple. You can't always just, want to be around when it's good. You have to be.
So like,
I just feel like you got to put your face on something.
Yeah.
Like, hey man, this one I'm stepping
Oh,
up.
you
Everything ain't.
Yeah.
He's shooting.
No, listen.
Well, I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at him.
It's not a shot though. It's just like
No, listen. It's not a shot
I
at
feel
nobody.
like that ain't my
Nah, he's shooting.
responsibility.
But I feel like it is though.
No, it's not.
No, it's not their
It's not
responsibility.
my responsibility.
It is.
It's not their
not.
responsibility.
no, it's not your responsibility.
Nah.
But as
But it's
a
what you're
person,
supposed to do.
if I'm repping this,
Yeah.
if I'm
It's kinda like,
morally.
It's even worse.
You think
It's not your
morally.
responsibility, but
It's
you
even
shouldn't do it.
worse.
Yeah.
Because I ain't gotta do it, but I have to. It's like
think
me
more
dating
so
a
you
girl. I
should
ain't
want
gotta
to.
take your son to school, but I'm fucking with you. I have to.
exactly.
No, he's not mine, but I have to. So it's kind of like to the point to where that we would call them heroes, be in the forefront of something. It's just like the Mike Brown situation, bro. Like it wasn't our hero. Like I seen Nick Cannon and what's the name more than I seen our people there. So it's like when something like this happened in the community, is it like, I mean, so listen, they could be putting a plan together right now. We don't know that. That's why I was like, you know what, maybe like a whole week where we see some faces from the community, like, hey, bro, this whole city fuck with y'all. And we all know U City is a Nick community. We U City. U City is U City. So it's kind of like, damn, like.
So what you saying? You ain't seen nobody?
I'm asking them. Maybe I'm wrong. Have you seen anybody from U City?
And it's not really shooting.
Have you spent from U City?
There's certain things that be going on.
And I'm from U City. I know what I did with somebody from U City. Even though I knew them personally.
U City.
Well, I live in U City since '95. It's a long time.
I like that.
I'm an Amwood nigga. But if Amwood would have flooded, I'm gonna do what I can do. Just like I did with her. Hey man, here you go. I did this. I know this is all I can do for you. Now, if I was worth 200 million, I'd probably gave you $1 million. Hey, whoever Block was, I'm just hypothetically, y'all was impacted by that. I can give $100,000. I'm gonna give it to the city. It's gonna go towards what they're gonna put it towards. I did my part.
And that's very understandable from a section of people that root for you to do well.
And you stand for that.
But how do we know they
It's
didn't
bigger
do
than
that?
That's all we act. Listen,
Because
I'm
why
just
is it
saying,
flooded?
because some people
Let's
who
get to
do
the
do
bottom
it
of
don't
the
necessarily
why
say
you're
I
it.
mean, if we doing anonymous to
Uh-huh.
anonymous giving, that's cool. But if we ain't,
But that's what it's anonymous.
But
That's
most
why we
people
just-
in UC don't need it. I know a lot of people that
What?
flood. I know a lot. Orlando House flooded.
female can't get in no right away.
Orlando Benz went underwater
Why he don't need it?
because they got insurance.
I thought we just had a now, let me make this real quick.
No. You have to have flood
Hold
insurance.
on.
But a lot of people
But
know
most people in U City didn't have that, bro. Most people in U City are not Orlando.
Let me tell you that also. Most of
I
this
won't
been
say
happening
most.
in UC for years. This ain't nothing new.
If Orlando was here, would it have
And
been
most
different?
people that live in UC,
Let's say that.
most people that live in U City
You got them creeks
are
running
a little
through
bit
the
above. U City ain't the fucking hood.
Definitely not the hood.
Depends on where you at in U City.
That's a good age.
Where is
Definitely
it?
not.
well, that's a good answer. Love.
Motherfucker kept.
No, I
Motherfucker been
agree.
steady, did what they did, helped who helped, they kept on moving.
Hey,
When I
man,
said 20
listen,
years,
bro.
it's
Listen,
been a
bro.
But
Listen,
he's
bro,
saying
listen,
that people could come through and help the ones
I don't
that
know what y'all talking
have
about U
insurance
City.
with them.
But while living in U City, everybody over there ain't doing like above, like who y'all comparing to the north side?
You live in Compton.
Compare city, look like this. U City is her. Compared to that side, we good. Compared to that side, we ain't shit.
But it's relative.
Yeah,
But
so
we ain't-
so I'm not gonna say you can't drive past my house. You poor. You drive past my house, you poor. You in Creve Coeur now. That's a whole different ball game. You go to the left, you in the city. Yeah, you doing a little better than them, but we all in the same fucking boat. We all one paycheck from being, man, it's fucked up. Because I didn't hear from nobody from UC say, you know what, we don't need job money, we good over here. You were damn right, they was on TV like everybody else. Everybody did, it's like y'all was sending floodplanes, they didn't have insurance. Everybody can't afford flood insurance. Because you're gonna take the chance, man, they only flood once every 10 years, some bro like this here. I know this shit was gonna happen.
So
What you did, nigga? That was a 5-cent rain. It ain't rain that much over 5.
But this not the first time it flooded over there, though, bro.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but
That's
it
an
ain't
anomaly,
It
though.
flood every other year over there by U City High School.
That's what I said.
And you
Yes.
see, also,
system is.
it's also
That's the river to Prairie.
So
you talking to somebody
so
living
you-
since kindergarten.
It's in the floodplain.
Listen, I've lived there since kindergarten.
Point.
The point is, you making it more than what it is.
What you mean by that?
Hey, can I ask
This
y'all a
was
question?
listen. I never seen it flood on every second.
Question.
Okay, go ahead.
Do you see what you saying? I see what you're saying. Do you think it was room for people who have been groomed and rep U City to the depth of them to step in and say, "I got y'all," and let's just say we're not talking about anybody who's ever been on the show. We ain't talking about.
We're not talking about that.
We ain't
What the
talking
fuck?
about.
No, come on.
Right. But
So-
I'm saying, like, maybe it's still kind of early. And I'm saying maybe that they just looking at, like, okay, what can we do to help? And they probably talking to some. I'm hoping that they talking to somebody in the government at UCD saying, you know what? Let us analyze how many problems we got. We're going to let y'all know what's going on. Because, listen, bro, I know people from UCD that was affected last time. And it was like, man, FEMA gave us some money. They're talking about 6-7 months, bro. Like, that's a long
Well,
time.
why
Right?
is it flooding?
But listen, it's
Why,
been people
though?
getting
Let's
like
get to
your
why.
That
partner.
river to
Is
Prairie.
the sewer system
People getting
need to
evicted
be-
out of their house immediately. Like you
Is
got
it-
to
is
get
it-
out of
is
here.
it-
You
Is
condemn.
it trash in the sewer? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, but that ain't happening. You see, that happened in Hazelwood. The condemning that happened in apartments in
Oh,
Hazelwood.
okay.
They often be condemned. No, they condemned 14 houses on one block in UCD. Love.
What else? What block?
It was on the news. They condemned 14 houses on one block in UCD.
What?
I don't listen. I don't know, but it was on Fox too.
I mean,
They condemned 14 houses on one block. That's what really made me even raise the question. Like, damn, this shit's serious. Listen, I live in UCD. It didn't affect me, so I can't feel how they feel. But I know when I see people face up, like, you all right? No, I'm not all right. Like, damn.
You would want
like,
people to come to their aid. Yeah, you will want them to, but is it their responsibility?
not at all.
No.
You need to start.
No, we're not talking about responsibility.
because your city taxes are higher than any municipality in
Right.
higher than the
Right.
dude.
I pay him right. Do you pay him?
Right.
Higher than
You
any
live in the city?
higher than
I
any
pay him right now.
municipality in St. Louis.
Man, they on your phone bill, nigga.
Yeah, wow.
I
Hey,
pay
man,
him all the
listen.
time.
Hey man, this is season 5. What up, no premiere? We're gonna wrap it up.
Like that?
Yeah,
it was a great show.
it's 10 o'clock, man. I'm ready to get the fuck up out of this joint.
What time the show start?
And
It started at
8:37.
8:30.
Team.
It started at
What time did it start, Jules? Huh?
8:30.
8:30. That's the new PA.
Yeah,
Where is
something
snacks,
about
man?
Jules.
Man, don't say
Snacks
that, man. Yeah, you welcome back, Dirk.
Oh, but hey, listen,
shit.
I know you got an announcement.
That ain't
Yeah, yeah,
funny.
fine.
See, that's a time where one time that was a joke. That wasn't funny. That was not
hey,
funny.
Listen, Farrah is gonna be joining us back.
Oh, that's what's up.
So we're gonna bring her back. She missed the show heavily, and
Do you miss her?
yeah, she's
Your sister.
That's a good relief to the show.
Did you clear that with T-Love?
Yes, I did.
No,
No grudges.
Man, we don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
We gonna
Tony
move
is a
forward.
great man.
What's good for the show is good for the show.
Damn right.
Let's drink to that.
Let's cheers to that.
Put that coat. But they had no,
And we're not.
they had no Pepsi. Shit.
Shouts out to Jules. Shouts out to my city, my music, overtime,
I'm finna get to it.
entertainment.
I just didn't
What Up
wanna
Doe
get to
Radio
it.
is back. I do have one closing. This season will be predicated towards starting love over. Because if you can't make a reference to it, think about the Locks. They had a song called "Starting Love Over." That's where I got it from one day, and that's why I asked. The first topic of today's show was what's right with St. Louis, because we're going to try to pray on what to do good. We talk about this shit for the past 5 years about what's bad, what's bad, what's bad. There's a lot of people, predators, and anything that we're creating in St. Louis that is just weird as fuck to me. So we're gonna find out how to start love over. Hopefully, 2 or 3 people listen to it and it can spread out. If it don't, you're gonna hear from What Up Doe Radio. I want to thank everybody for listening. Pay attention to Jules. He's gonna drop some tidbits and bites for us for you to come back and watch this show later on this week. If you wasn't here this week, we're gonna do some great things for the next 7-8 months.
It's a long time. That's one season, 7 months.
It's gonna be like 3 seasons for real. Like we're gonna break these seasons.
I was about to say we ain't getting paid for no 7 months. One season, 7 months.
So
My contract say 3 months.
hey man, come on back. It's gonna be greater. Anybody got something coming up? Oh, I do. I got Labor Day weekend. I got the Polo versus Lacoste.
Where at?
For me.
Oh, this is just the beginning. The Polo versus Lacoste party. The location will be announced. It's a 2-part series of Getting Fly. I've been staticking with Ducheesy and Weirdo about who dressed better than the next person. So we're gonna fight. Yeah, we're gonna fight about this whole fall.
So what fly did you fall on?
As far as what?
Polo Lacoste.
I don't know. Lacoste fit me great, but Polo is.
And I ain't wear no polo in so long.
Yeah.
Who the fuck still wear polo?
You City.
We are.
Look at Sean. I had to fuck with Sean.
I knew that was
They like
personal attack.
He looked at himself.
I thought he ain't see it. Like,
Polo fly in Lacoste. I don't know. Fly.
I kind of don't know. Either.
What?
If I want to lightweight get fly,
Okay, what
I
you
might
talking
go
about?
Lacoste.
Because Lacoste ain't got no purple label. Polo, we can pull out purple label all day long.
I mean, yeah.
I'm going with
Suits
polo
and all.
only because I love the
Polo
USA.
every day.
Lacoste ain't got none
Polo
of
every
that.
day. But if I might want to put something on, I might go.
Lacoste look a little sexy on you.
Yeah, Lacoste.
That's why Lacoste
They got
that
that
little
probably
bitty
'cause it
store
ain't
in
as
the mall,
much.
and Polo got a
Right.
big
right,
store.
Exactly. It's
by
not as
itself,
much
and
as
that's
Lacoste.
here though.
Yeah.
What a polo?
It's everywhere.
It's a polo store here?
They got Lacoste stores too.
Wait, is it a polo store here?
By itself, it's alone.
No. They sell Lacoste at Macy's. Is it a polo store in the mall?
No, it's a polo
Why?
store out
Exactly. So you team polo?
We're gonna
team
find
polo.
out. We're gonna find out.
It's a polo store out there.
Also, I want to thank
Polo, but Polo got that bullshit too though.
Y'all,
They
man.
got that polo. What is it? US
Oh,
polo.
bullshit.
They got that US polo though. They kind of fucked
We ain't
up.
talking about that.
I
Come
want
on,
some
man.
radio
Stop
shit
it,
for
son.
real.
I'm wearing US polo.
Cause you can come in the party clean as a motherfucker.
Teddy
Totally
Bird.
You got them for 40.
Well, we're gonna find out, man.
They got
We're gonna
that
get,
US.
if I can get as many people as Phil got this weekend.
Shout out to Phil.
Yeah, he
Shout out
ate
to
this.
Phil.
God damn it, he ate.
Shout out to
Look what that
Fast
says.
Dano. Motherfucker.
He be the boss, man.
Motherfucking, he be the
Don't
boss.
forget about the women.
Derek Bradford, Vanessa Town.
All the acts, man.
Elizabeth Diane, all the acts out did great.
Shout out to Liz, man.
Shout out to
Liz
Street
came on the show tonight.
What was the young lady name that sang? Cause she was dope. I don't know her name. She said she from Queens.
Why St. Louis don't like people who they ain't never heard of? They just be.
Don't nobody do. We just
Now,
gonna go
some
there and
people
hear
do,
them.
Some people do.
Man, go to Philly. Go to Philly.
All right. Well,
What they gonna do?
St. Louis is a tough crowd.
We are very
Yeah.
tough.
Why St. Louis people don't like nobody.
They don't even like us.
They don't like each other.
They
What the heck?
They don't even like you. It's like,
They just like go against the grain.
Yeah,
Motherfucker leave whatever the way. I don't fuck with them.
right. And
exactly.
dirty cool, but
I met somebody.
I need to
niggas
see
be
what
hating
PA
on
is,
when
man. I
first
don't know
started
what's
going to
going
New York,
on.
and I was talking to somebody. They kind of when they was in St. Louis, they was with Big, rolling with Big, and we booed Biggie off the stage.
I was there.
So to his
Got
to
him a ride?
their mind,
No, at the
no, at
concert.
the concert,
And Puff's like, you Pac ain't getting no money.
and
We
Big
booed
money
Pac
in the
off the
crowd.
stage.
Biggie threw the mic
That's a whole lot
down
of years
and
ago.
walked up. Biggie said, "Y'all got love for that nigga like that," and threw the mic down. So, but what I was telling them, New York niggas, they just thought St. Louis. I said, "No, that's St. Louis. You let them get that off. You let them fuck with you. They gonna fuck with you."
Because I was a Biggie
If
fan.
Biggie would have just sat there and kept on
Give me
running,
the loot. Give me the loot. I'm
Better,
a bad man.
I said, "Nigga, they beat up Tupac."
Exactly. Club Mercedes.
Yeah.
Tracks.
Don't forget.
You proud of that?
Yes.
Hey, yeah, that was What Up Doe Radio. Just say one more time, Dirty. Yes. Dirty, you proud of that?
All the music
Yes.
show.
You can't
Everybody
take
gonna
that.
be
You
calling
can't
you.
take that, bro.
Tracks
man.
beat up Tupac, y'all.
We're gonna see y'all.
Them niggas jumped him. They don't
And
count.
we might see y'all next week, but we definitely gonna see y'all in a week or two. But I don't.
You say what?
I just, You hear what I said?
We might not see y'all next week.
We might know. We might not. I know. No, we going. Oh, I guess we going. That's it.
So,
If you watch,
Still,
cut.
Okay, but then we still going audio.
All right.
Thanks for everybody for tuning in. We'll see you next week. What Up Doe Radio is back in effect. The longest lasting, most influential podcast in the Midwest.
get the next. Don't forget to subscribe. Get notifications for the next episode.
Jules,
Oh,
thanks
that's
for
dope.
the joint. Hey man, we'll see y'all until fucking.
They can't hear you. That's
You
all.
can sponsor our show too.
Our
Y'all can sponsor the show.
audio's
Let us know. We put you at the bottom, man. You can sponsor the
He
show.
said, Jules said the audio was still on.
Jules is now the